Hi everyone and welcome back to a little bit of Path of Exile. Happy New Year everyone, I hope you have had a good time. We had our LAN party which was a ton of fun and we really had a good time all together. And yeah, I just needed to take a little bit of a break, to be fair. Needed to just chill out a bit and get some stuff sorted as well. We are back in PoE now. The Warframe video is coming, don't you worry. We will talk more about that in that video. But yeah, back to PoE. This is the Lightning Conduit build. It is still the same. It's still level 94. I haven't changed up any gear. And this was like under 3 divines. My League starter, had a good time with it. Did some good stuff with it as well. But I wanted to move on, right? I would like to give you one pointer though regarding Defiance banner, right? I did just level it up. I did not use it though. And why is that? So I went for Replica Heat Shiver, right, early on, just to give me a huge like bump in damage with the lightning damage as extra cold per shock effect on enemy, right? So I valued that highly that I did do some changes. But if you go with my tree, there is still a way for you to get that Defiance banner running. So after I was done with this build, I did level up a Templar. So the first thing I did was Penance Brand, actually, with this one. So this was a Penance Brand character, which was insane and a ton of fun, and I played this for a couple of days, and then I went back into Arc because I wanted to do some Arc. I did do the Arc of Oscillation, I think it's called, right? Let me check. Yeah, Arc of Oscillating, there we go. Did that, had a good amount of fun with that, and I had like a mini aura stacker going with this, and also like the Aegis that I did drop, and I had a good amount of fun with the Aegis. It's an amazing item, and I'm really glad that I went after a build with it. It was really just fun and a good time, and yeah, while I was doing that, I was playing a lot of Legion, right? Because Val Arc is amazing for Legion. I didn't have Val Arc of Oscillating. I just had the normal one, but then I was like, okay, it's time to move on again. And now we are a Guardian, and we have the budget aura stacker for that Cicerin did put out. He and Steelmage in their private league, they were throwing this one together, and now I do have an aura bot, and whenever my buddies call in, like, hey, you know what, I'm magic finding, I have a map that is way too rippy for me, can you log in with this character? I'm always up and do that. And yeah, this is just, most of it is the cheap gear that they suggested, except for this helmet. This one was like 8 or 9 divines, just like we have double mana reservation on this, right? So I invested a lot into this, but I made all that currency back relatively quickly because this league is just insane, right? But I have a charm on here that is very important, which is this one. Now, the recovery of the Trickster is obviously nice, but we have the champions side of it, which is banner skills have no reservation. So if you equip this charm on the Lightning Conduit character, this will actually give you a ton of recovery, and also your Defiance banner suddenly doesn't reserve any mana at all, which is great and solves the issue there, right? Yeah, I did level this to 94. I did level to 92 actually with Arc of Oscillating and Penance Brand. And then I switched over, and since then I've run a couple of maps with my buddies, and we are now level 94, which is quite amazing. And yeah, so that is like the stuff that you can take from this character to the other character. Just to give you like a small little overview what I would change to the Lightning Conduit gear. I'm barely using that character though at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of done, and I was like, okay, 3 divines investments for a league starter, that is very cheap and very amazing, and we don't have to do much more. Now, I leveled up a Trickster because I saw the video from Siggy D about his Trickster with Arc of Searching, and I was like, if I play every single Arc variant, I might as well play every single Arc variant. So now we have a level 90 Trickster that is running Arc of Searching, actually Val Arc of Searching, which was probably the most expensive item aside from the Ralaker's Impatience boost. But this is basically the power charge sacker that Segedi introduced, and under 1 divine budget, and that still holds up actually, and I'm still rocking a gold rim. This will change. I made a little bit of currency. We have 37 divines right now, so I will take this and level this up considerably. Definitely, I mean, I have such bad gear as well on this. I'm still rocking a gold rim. I have like Samite gloves, which are just giving me stats and resistances, and I have a 2-stone ring that just a little bit of stats and evasion and ES, and that's it, right? So there's a lot of stuff to level up here. I don't have the Anoint yet either. My friend did drop a Taste of Hate, which I wanted to buy for 80 chaos from him. He insisted not to give it to me, so the 80 chaos are now in the guild stash. And yeah, the 10 divines are pretty much just what we were dropping from like 5 or 6 maps that we ran together. So yeah, we want to do some more group play at some point. And as I said, at the moment, I wanted to level the Trickster. I wanted to be really just at a place where I do like to play the game. Now, normally I would have left the season already, but this time around I do have a amazing time with the new skills and just like different build ideas and stuff like that, and it rekindled a lot of my love for the game, to be honest. Now that I have skipped like 2 leagues in a row, and I just needed something that was fun. Atlas skill tree wise, like I'm still going after strong boxes, and I just pretty much spec into strong boxes and Legion. We do have this Abyss node here that can give us Harby bosses on maps, some quant in here, and just like we no longer need the it's this one, right? Protracted battle, yes. So we no longer need this per se. It just feels so very, very comfy to have enough time to get your legions going, but that is something we could spec out of. We obviously still go after the chance for splinters to drop as emblems. That has paid out a lot. I went back to intelligence gathering just to get some safe houses in, because they're incredibly useful once you hit maps, and just even the lower safe houses help you so much in leveling. And yeah, Conqueror maps, Shaper Elder Guardian maps, and the Sextant uses. So I haven't changed up too much from my old skill tree, and I have this Harby things as well to basically guarantee me a Harbinger on the map. And yeah, so I was running and running and running, and as you can see, we do have a couple of emblems lying around. We've done like 5 4-ways, or 4 4-ways and 1 5-way, something like that, to unlock all the map devices for our friends. And what else? We did craft for some buddies as well. I just take the currency that it takes to craft it, give them the item back. I don't want anything else. Like, I have done the betrayal as a at league start specifically for that, right? So nobody else needs to run betrayal if they don't want it. And yeah, we have now a Sirus ready. Let's see how this goes. Now, I did do the Polaric Invitation, and that one was a breeze. So yeah, even with this gear I shouldn't be using, I should be having better gear, but let's see how it goes. Like, I do know the Sirus fight pretty well. For the most part, I definitely feel like that I had a break in fighting this guy, but it's still one of the bosses that I used to hate, and it's changed into I want to farm him from time to time. Just let's be honest, it's payback. It's payback for all all he caused when I started playing PoE in Metamorph League. This is payback for all those times where I was getting dumpstered by him. and had no clue how to deal with him. But let's see how good we do. I need to get accustomed to the pretty fast move speed of this character. Without Flask, we are sitting at 98%, which is kind of a lot, not gonna lie. So, the premise is shooting our Hydrosphere to get exposure from Hydrosphere onto Sirus. And once my crit chance procs, which it is a little bit too low, I'm not crit capped, which is what I would want to be. Even with the Flask, I'm not crit capped, and I should actually press this next time. Just to make sure, yeah. There we go. Let's go around here. This should trigger it. Okay, we need to get out of the way of that one. Let's try and stand below him. There we go. That worked. Definitely in boss fights I do need the Enduring Mana Flask, which is why I do have it equipped. There you could see like burst damage of this build is really amazing, and that's what drew me in when I saw Ziggy's video. I was like, holy crap, yeah, that is a lot of burst damage. And yeah, he did post a video where he did put up the budget from 1 divine to 10 divines and made a little bit of a boss killer out of it. And I'm not sure if I will follow that, because I really like the idea of a fast mapping Legion destroying Trickster. I wanted to play Trickster for a while now, to be honest. I just never found a build that really tickled my fancy, basically. Now, the storms are a little bit of a pain right now. Let's see if we can change that a little bit. Ouch. Maybe. Yeah, this could work. Okay, let's get out of the way of that. Yeah, we're getting there, This storm is slowly moving away. I'm standing in some stuff that I should not be standing in. There we go. Yeah. And yeah, as you can see, burst damage. Very good. Positioning of this one, very bad. I'm very happy with the damage so far. Like when I was doing the Polaric Invitation, and I also have done a couple of Shaper and Elder Guardians, so yeah, I have a Shaper ready. I need another Elder though, and hope for the right fragment to drop before I can finally try Uber Elder and get the Watchstone for that. I had my buddy carry me through the Maven fight, because that is a fight that I personally just do not enjoy, and he was kind enough to do the fight for me, which I am very, very, very grateful for, because yeah, it's just a fight I haven't done very often, and I think I only have beaten her once in the past, and that was with a build that was completely broken, so yeah. Where is he? There he is. Try and make this work. The good thing about this movement speed is you don't really need the Quicksilver Flasks for situations like that, so just keep it up as much as we can. There we go. Also, like, the recovery of this build is just insane. Like, that's also a point that is very much fun. Lower mana, which is the biggest problem that I will have to solve at some point. More gear is definitely something that will be able to solve that for us, though. But he is as good as dealt with. That was a little bit close there, but there we go. That's Sirus done. Nice. Like, that is very respectable damage. Good survivability. Yeah. I'm only on 4.5k ES, right? So that needs to go up. Anything else? A Sadist Garb. Actually, I would like to have a look at that. But yeah, there you go. We have the good old Sirus helmet. We might throw a wall orb or two onto that. So what is this? Ah, the chance to avoid being shocked is very high. Yeah. Wow, that's tier 1. Cool. And this is additional curse. That's really cool. And the attack crit, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, interesting items. I don't care too much if they sell or not, to be fair. I just really like to go after Sirus from time to time. And yeah, I do have another fight ready, which is something I will be doing. I had a couple of good drops from bosses, but the main one from Sirus, if I remember correctly, I should have this in the Jewel tab. Yes, I did drop a Thread of Hope with minus 11 all res, which is very nice. It's a small ring Thread of Hope. I am not sure if I have a use for this right now, but I just wanted to hold on to that for a little bit. Shall we do the unthinkable and see what happens? Fuck, absolutely nothing. Alright, that's okay. Well, we did get a white socket, but that's okay. Right, but that is it for today. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update, stuff like that. And yeah, let's conclude this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And as always, take care. Bye.